Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, so I went to the park, sat in my car and stared at the sun with eyes shut for 30 minutes. It felt so wonderful. When I put my hand up to block the sun's rays and see what color showed up in my mind's eye, it was a beautiful hue of violet with some pink in it. Third eye open. I love the sun. Everyone thinks you get vitamin D from it. No, you get vitamin G. You're connected to God's universal energy and it's flowing into your body from the sun. Stop being afraid of getting sunburned. That's all being done to keep you in the house and afraid of going out into the sun. It's the sun that's helping us go through ascension, folks. I watched They Live with my neighbor yesterday. His friend stopped by, and since we were on the subject, he started to say how he had sensed someone standing there watching him in his apartment, which is the old building I used to live in. This whole place is really haunted. There was one portal who just died, but there are still two more in the neighborhood. These portals call in either ghosts or demonic spirits because we have a lot of them here. I've cleared out some, but apparently more have come along. I'm really impressed by these guys in their mid to late 30s who are having paranormal experiences. A shout out to you all. By the time you get to my age, you'll be able to run circles around what I'm doing. The future of humanity looks so bright when I see younger people having paranormal or extraterrestrial experiences. We're breaking through collectively to the true reality. One warning, though. I'm watching several pundits talking about the storm. I have a favorite, who is really focused on serving in humility. The other ones are more vocal about pushing their products, their clubs, and refer to their friends as really spiritual people. I know nobody is doing this perfectly, but when I smell ego, I know that bullshitting, lying, and exaggeration are around the corner. Give that sucker an inch and the Matrix will push the mile. Be really careful, folks. I am God incarnate. The other night, after posting about the I am discourses, I was driving around, finding I was hitting all the green lights. I noticed this was unusual and I heard a voice in my head that said, "This is what you prefer, is that correct?" I said, "Oh, hi Saint," and he greeted me. I said I do prefer all the greens, you can really go whipping around, and then he asked me, could I be so bold as to ask that I be the channel of your I am discourse messages? Since he wrote them, and Ivo could use a break once in a while, I agreed. I asked him, "Are you sitting in the back seat of my car?" "I am," he replied. "I guess that's how you get all green lights, have an ascended master sitting in the back seat of your car." There's a couple basic points I'd like Saint Germain to make to begin with. STG, hello, I am Saint Germain, Master of Energy, Alchemist Supreme, and Divine Being of Wisdom. Me, is that all? LOL. STG, it is the truth. I speak the truth, my love. Yes, do not confuse arrogance with the truth. I can certainly do more than attest to the fact that I am all of these, and more. Me, point taken. Can you speak to these basic points, please? Saint G, very well. Yes. Throughout your lives, you lay claim to many things by saying, I am. I am this, I am that. At times these things are true, other times they are falsehoods. Perhaps you say, I am very fat, and you have an extra 20 pounds that you are carrying. Since you are not very fat, you are setting yourself up to become such because the body will respond to your commands. Yes, you command your life. You are the one in charge of your energy, no one else. You often allow yourselves to be removed of your command of yourself through governments, other people, teachers, the police, your parents. However, you are still in command of your lives because it is up to you to decide whether to defer to these authorities or not. You always have the right to say no. Now, you have a legal system with very clear outlines. However, you also have your court system that allows you to fight any charges you may have incurred. You are always in charge of your energy. Always. You command it. You command it every day without realizing that you are doing so. When you consciously realize you are an energy being, not a source, but an energy being that comes from a great source, and that you consciously command that energy with which you have been granted. It is up to you whether you wish to misuse this energy or not. You live in a free will zone. A human with free will, with no restrictions or limitations, is a very powerful being. Those upon earth were so throughout antiquity, before the overtake of the planet. Now you are slaves. Your energy is violated and stolen by others daily. You must take it back. This is the theme for the new age that is upon you now. Taking back your God-given power in order to create a better world for yourselves and others. You must understand that I am is the way to begin this. You are not in power, God is always in power. However, you have command over the energy which He has given you. He has left you in charge of yourself. He has not said, "No, you cannot do this," or, "No, you cannot do that." You can do anything you desire because you have free will. If you use it to usurp others' free will, you will be penalized. Me, it's like a game. STG, in a sense, yes. There are rules. However, you can be as creative as you like. Or as destructive as you like. What you must realize about the words I am is that they are an invocation. It is as if you are ushering a spell, repeating a mantra or reciting a decree. You are invoking divine power when you use the words I am. So, when you say, I am fat, you are expressing a desire to become so and your body will comply. When you say, I am broke, you are expressing a desire to become so and your finances will comply. Me, I used to say that all the time and I never had really good paying jobs. STG, because you misused the invocation. You are not aware of how powerful those small words are, but look back through your life and see how you have repeated the words I am and what you have created by casting this spell upon yourself. Has it worked well for you or not? When you should utter the words I am to create a negative consequence for yourself, immediately restate I am, and that invokes the energy of the God to cancel out what you have just ushered in. You are creators. You must take that seriously. And you have the power to create your own lives. So when you say I am, you are invoking that power. You are stating what you wish to have created. If you learn nothing else, please retain this message. It is of utmost import. Me, I used to always say, I am so sick and tired, and I developed the condition I have now, that of feeling sick and tired all the time. I did it to myself, I realize. STG, and you can reverse it as well. Simply state, I am vibrant health, revitalizing energy, and good vitality. When you use the preposition of it lessens the impact, so dispense with that. Repeat that a few times and you will already feel the invigorating effect it has upon you. Continue to state that, many times a day. Me, thank you, Saint Germain. Saint G, you are most graciously in welcome. Now, the next lesson, of course, is to make clear that one is to avoid the use of words that pertain to limiting conditions. Such as sick, tired, bored, lonely, broke, ill, unwell. All of the words of this type are energies you are calling to yourself. It is a question of keeping them at bay, in a sense. Keep them away from your lips, never utter such words, especially after the words I am. Otherwise you invoke the use of limits upon yourself and you do not wish to be limited. Being of limitation is not your true state at all, in fact the human is unlimited in its capabilities. Do not let that mindset overcome you. I am the presence charging this body with pure electronic energy. I am perfect health now manifest in every organ of my body. I am healthful of weight, energy, and vitality. I am rich in excess of dollar amount. I am loving in all transactions of life. I wish to also point out to you, and some may find this dismaying because they do not especially believe in a God, however, because you belong to God by default, you are part of God, you must follow God's rules to make your lives work well for you. When you do this, you bring good fortune to yourselves instead of misery. God is benevolent, but you must align with this benevolence and use the energy he provides to you wisely. Misuse it and you bring misfortune to yourselves. Now, the last point we will make in this video today is the fact that the more you do this, the more it works for you. Do not do this occasionally, make a daily practice of invoking your good and it will come to you. Write out a paper of I am statements you wish to see come to fruition and chant them daily. Invoke each statement 3 times for clarity. Me, thank you Saint Germain. STG, I am most graciously at your service.